Welcome back to the show. Now, the Cambridge English Dictionary defines respect as politeness, honor, and care shown to someone considered important. In Nigeria, one of our core values is respect. And now, see, not just respect for everybody, but generally, majorly, respect for our elders. Now, the younger generation of this time is complaining and arguing that is respect really reciprocal to us in Nigeria? Do we actually give respect and get it back? Today on The Breakfast Show, the ladies will be asking and answering the question, is respect reciprocal in Nigeria? We're just going to dive in. First of all, I want us to just enter into the question. I want us to first establish, is respect important in Nigeria?
Yeah. In Nigeria, I think respect is like our culture. It's part of our culture. So it's something that if you know, we grow up to know that if I see my elder in the morning, I'm supposed to greet. There's some things my elder does that I'm not supposed to like reply or talk back to. So I grew up with this mindset that I have to respect my elder. So I think in Nigeria, yes, respect is important.
Okay. So what would you have to say about that?
I would like to agree with Joanne. Respect is a part of our culture because when growing up, our parents always tell us, once you see your elder, you greet them. You greet them. Once you wake up in the morning, even my immediate elder brother, I greet him every morning. Good morning. And then, mommy, good morning, ma. So respect is part of our culture. Even when you go out in the society, even in school, even lecturers demand respect from you. Once you see your lecturer, it's only proper and right that you greet them. So as Nigerians, we're very respectable people and we are respectful. So respect is very important in the society.
All right, now seeing that our core value is respect, do we think that respect is being overrated, or do we see that it is actually getting the actual need that we expect it for? Is it being, would you say the older generation is giving you back the respect that they give you?
I would say no to that. In Nigeria, we have this I am older than you syndrome, so I can't be wrong. Like, let's take an instance. I may see you every morning and greet you, but the day I discover that I am older than you,
oh my God,
I expect you to be the first to greet you.
Yeah.
I feel people take this respect issue to another angle. Like, I'll give you a scenario. Like, when you are entering a tricycle, for instance, you are at the back, for instance, because I came early, I'm at the back, and then an average lady comes. And she can't stay at the front. Instead of her to tell you, please, or be polite and tell you, please, can you just come to the front? They expect you that on saying that you have to jump and go to the
your
front.
brain should be configured.
That you are paying for that vehicle. It's not as if you are going, it's a free stop. So I feel in Nigeria, this I am older than you syndrome, it's something that is cut into our system. Like people tend to take, if I'm able to express myself, for instance, I'm overly expressive, people think that guy is disrespectful. Or I'm walking on the way, I'm thinking about something, and my mom's friend just see me and walk through. I didn't even remember to greet her because my mind is occupied. The next thing I will know is that she'll go to my
message.
My mom, start something on
I can relate to that.
Syndrome is something we have to talk about in Nigeria. It has turned the respect stuff into another
angle. All right, so but
I think the problem is from the foundation.
Okay.
While growing up, there was no room for the older people to respect the younger generations, because at home, most homes in Nigeria, you don't see your parents waking up in the morning and telling you good morning. No, you're the one to say good morning, ma. So that is the standard in Nigeria. Once you see an elderly person, it is only right that you greet them. I am from Joanne's story. I can say that it is wrong for the elderly person to expect her to get up, but then emotionally, doesn't your conscience appeal to you to get up for that old lady? Does she have to sit down in front?
I know I have to get up for you, but don't make it look like an entitlement mentality.
Demand it.
Whenever I am at the back, when I see I'm.
But this is Nigeria, Joanne.
I know, but
this is Nigeria.
Okay, ladies. I get that. You know, we should actually talk about the fact that what happens most times is people don't realize that respect is earned. Now, what happens is, I'm going to give an example just like what Joanne said. Now, I wanted to take a taxi once. I got to the place and then I realized I didn't want to sit down all the way. And then this elderly man, who is the driver of the bus, begins to tell me that I should come back and enter the car. And I'm like, I don't want to enter the car. I want to just walk down and probably wait, and I'll see another taxi to enter. And then it became an issue. And then I said, I don't want to enter. Don't I have a choice? I actually asked him, like, don't I have a choice? And then the next person by the side just told me, you don't have respect. Can't you see that this is an older man? You don't have respect. I'm like, what's going on here? I just simply said, I don't want to enter a car. And that was my crime. Like, I don't have respect. Don't we have rights to say we have choices anymore? Because most of the times what happens, and much I love that, you know, the older generation wants to instill respect, and it is good. It's a very good value, but we need to balance it. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about the fact that how do we balance the need for mutual respect?
I think
where do we start from?
Respect itself is when you create a fair environment. So I feel it starts from the home. Now, for instance, when you find out that, for instance, if you're wrong as a mother, I think you should rise to tell your child, oh, I'm sorry.
That can never happen.
No, it does happen.
I almost want to imagine seeing my mom apologize to me, but no offense to my mom.
The parents of this generation are
no, Steve, let me say, on a scale of 100, just 2% of
exactly.
With socialization, everything is changing.
Okay,
it is. It is.
I would say it's a bit.
I can give an example. Okay. As a child, my mom used to beat me silly, but my younger sister now, my mommy doesn't even beat her. So everything is changing.
Because the younger sister is the last born.
It's changing. No, it's changing with the society, with globalization. Everything is evolving, and then that's why you find young people. You know, expressing themselves and not feeling bad about it. Like you said, telling that old man that you do not want to enter his vehicle and moving on. But if it was back then, when that man said, come back inside, you know, you'll be so afraid and be like, oh, let me not disrespect this man. And then you go back inside. But with socialization, you now know your rights and then you're fighting for it.
What you're saying now, actually when I was a child, I find it difficult to speak because I'm scared. You tell me, oh, I don't know, I don't have respect. And up to now, I think it's an
because I don't want to be beaten because
I don't want to be seen as being disrespectful. So I think up to now, it affected me to some point because I couldn't speak my mind. When I really want to say something, I'm scared of what the next person will say. So I feel in Nigeria we have to balance it. Not to know that respect is reciprocal. It's a child to adult to child. At times you may come home and see your kids do something, and you may just want them to do something else for you. And they're like, no, I'm just too tired. I think you should learn to respect them for that moment. I think parents should learn to understand that when you send your child on an errand, for instance, the child can have every right to say no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're saying no. As much as that is a very wonderful point, you saying no in Nigeria is an outright disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. That parents should learn that at times the child should be respected. The emotion of the child should be respected because it goes a long way. So if the parents should start, if we start from the grassroots, I think over time we kind of see the change because. What I said before, right now, I really don't know how to express my mind. I don't want to just try to speak up, but something just keep holding me back. Psychological stuff. Like when I was growing up, I couldn't express myself. So right now, I still find it difficult to express myself. So I feel the parents, it should start from the children. Learn to give your child that opportunity, that platform to express what the child has to be open. But once it happens to the child, she or she can always come to you and talk to you. Hopefully, whether you respect their emotions.
I won't feel attacked because he opened up Silver.
Yes.
Well, then I don't want to seem like I'm on the side of being respectful. Is that what it is? But I feel the respect you give me is what I'd give back to you.
Okay.
I agree with Joanne when she said, as a child, she felt held back. I can see somebody disrespecting me now when I'm supposed to be like, don't talk to me like that. I cannot, because I'll be like, hey, what if I see this? Will she think I'm bad? Will my mommy be happy with what I'm doing? You know, because I've been groomed to, even if it's not comfortable for me, I just have to take it. Okay, so this other person can feel good because the person is older than I am. So at this point, I think parents should be more open, like Joanne said, and then elders in the society, in as much as you want me to respect you, you should also respect my opinion. Yes, because if you want me to do something for you, like you want me to move these decks for you, and then I'm like, I can't do it right now, I want to do it later. Don't start shouting, you don't have respect. Oh, is that how they brought you up at home? Is that how your family is? You know, that's what they'll see. I will tell your mother, it's not nice. So please, not tell my mommy I said.
Okay, so I want to bring an example that's been trending. You know, the whole the guy asking Wale Soyinka, who was in his seat, and telling him to stand up. Now earlier this week we talked about it, and we said we didn't we won't. I said I wouldn't have told Wale Soyinka to stand up, but I think that would be based on my discretion. Now the guy we have that practically even in our day-to-day life. Let's bring it home. You want to take a bus to travel, and then an elderly person sees you there and tells you, I personally think I have an issue with the fact that they're not, they don't ask you, they expect it.
Yes.
Do you understand? And I was reading an article, and someone said that respect is overrated.
It is.
Because the reason for respect is being manipulated, in the sense that people now see you and say, I see an older person, I'm a younger person, and then they don't say, my daughter, please, can I sit down? She just stands there.
Gets up. And
then they're looking at you like, this one does not have respect. And then every other person that is sitting down now expects that one, they're not standing by, she does not have sense to stand up. I mean, if you really are that respectful, please stand up too for the person and let the person sit down. Now, we are in no way saying that we shouldn't respect our elders. We are actually saying that let's balance it out. So, Silva, if you were the one in that plane and you found the great Wale Soyinka sitting on your seat, what would you have done?
I don't know. Being a public figure, I probably would have allowed him to sit down on my seat.
But isn't that not taking, you have to take your rights?
But then the standard is already there. When you get into a flight, there are always numbers on every ticket, and then on the seat you find your number at the top of your seat. So it is only right that you sit on your seat, because the flight attendants, they move around, and then they ask you your seat number, is this your actual seat? So I think that is creating a law on the plane, because an order. Because if you don't sit on your seat, God forbid, if the plane crashes, you wouldn't know who is on that particular seat at that time. So that guy wanted to sit on his seat because he paid for it. If anybody can just sit anywhere, I think people from economy will come to the first class seats and sit there. So if there is no order, anything, abuse is inevitable. So I support him for wanting to sit down on his seat. He paid for it, so it's not a big deal.
I feel respect in Nigeria is people expect you, even though you are not cool with it, you just accept it. To accept whatsoever comes your way in the name of respect. Now, I feel the guy wasn't wrong, like I said earlier, for wanting to sit in the seat, because actually he paid for that seat. And Wale Soyinka on his part, he didn't argue with the guy. He just stood up and sat on his rightful seat. So I don't know why Nigerians
took it overboard.
Yes, because I really don't see any issue there. The guy has every right because he paid for the seat. It's not as if Wale Soyinka paid the seat for him. He used his own hard money to pay for the seat. And what was the about this is because he had an outside view where you can see what's actually going on. And maybe the guy was going to not have that view. So I don't know why you want to derive that would I say pleasure?
The pleasure.
The guy he did nothing wrong by asking for a seat. That's why I see it.
Okay.
So what is it with Nigerian, the elderly, with the seats near the window? What are you looking at?
Well, it's a different, now, first of all, plane is different. It's a different setting for cars.
Even on the road, you'll be traveling from Jos to somewhere on the road, and then someone will be like, can you stand up from the window seats? I want to sit down there because you're older than I am. And then it's not right. Even on the bus, like Auntie Shift, though, I want to stay near the window. You see some people going the other way, and it doesn't really make sense. Wherever you are, just sit down. You must not see out there, because when you come down, you still see everywhere.
It's from the definition of respect from the Cambridge English Dictionary. We have politeness, politeness, honor, and care shown to someone considered important. When we follow this, we realize that it's a two-sided thing. We don't just want to demand respect from others, we should also give the same respect. You should be polite. You should be polite. If you're polite to someone, expect that person to be polite. It's only natural. Remember that respect is earned. Do not demand it. Do not enforce it. Do not force it. No. Now, someone could be kneeling down and greeting you, and in his heart and his mind, he's not actually respecting you. He's just doing it so that you can feel good about yourself. We want, at the end of the day, that when you think of respecting someone, you feel happy about it. I believe that when I see someone and I say I respect this person, when I actually want to speak about this person and honor this person, it should be sincere and it should come from my heart. It shouldn't be as a result of, so that they will not say I didn't do this or do that. It should be sincere. It should come from somewhere from your heart. And older generation, we are not saying that we will not respect you. We're just saying that we just really would love to get that same respect back from you. That's what the younger generation are just saying right now. It's been very, 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 very awesome on the show today. I thank you very much, Silver, for bringing your heart out and saying that you love respect. You should. I really love it. Thank you, Joanne, for bringing in your 50 cents. I brought in my 2%.
And this is where we draw the curtain for today. For today's episode, do follow us on all our social media and do on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TSN Nigerian TV. It's nice having you ladies.
Alright,
it's amazing.
And for us at TSN Nigeria, we say do have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Bye.